Little store right here. Get some gas if you need it. But we are here and we're going in. We get the campsite. What?
B28.
B28. So
newly renovated B campground.
Newly renovated.
All of them have water and electrical hookups.
We're here about an hour before actual check-in, but we did call and our site was available. And if it's available, you can come early. Howdy. B26.
28.
28.
Yeah, B28.
Alright. B.
Like that way.
That was...
Might have to turn around right here and go
I am
back.
going to turn around right there. That was a no good sign. Handles out. Maybe that's why that trucker was flashing us.
Probably.
Well, it was there on the left, like you said.
Yeah, but it's kind of like an odd angle.
The
access road was like a little bit different.
Well, I could have made the turn if I knew it was coming. You know?
Yeah, because there's a kind of a...
Oh, that was the camp store.
Yep.
Campground B.
Yep.
But the marking on this side was in a piece of paper inside an envelope, which was no good. Now, there's the dumpsters. Keep right. Looking for what now? 28. It's pull-through sites. Look like they might all be pull-through. Maybe some back-ends. But these are
ours is a back-end, I believe. Yeah, but like I said, they got rid of some sites, but this whole campground B is totally renovated as far as all new campsites.
Camera rolling. We go this way.
Okay.
Through the woods.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
We got them power poles protected too. It's a big old steel block. Which one? 28? 27. Yeah, it's a little wonky, but something to get used to. First time down here.
Should be ours right there.
Nice site, fully shaded. It's tight though.
It's tight. I don't know why.
Alright, this is a quick little follow-up video on my wood planks I made for this, I guess during the springtime, and I put like a aluminum gutter nail down through it because last time I used them the boards were slipping. So as they say at A-Team, I love it when a plan comes together. So there's my boards. The camper is perfectly level, and right up underneath this we put the chalk over top of it is the nails to hold the board in place to keep it from slipping. So that worked out like a champ. I think they're 2x8. Level this puppy right up. We're good. Alright, now we're going to put it together and go to the store. Catch y'all later. Welcome back to the Adventures of PC Wabash. We are at Westmorland State Park. It is the third of the original 6 that was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps under Franklin Delano Roosevelt administration during the Depression. We are at the newly renovated site, newly renovated loop, which is the B loop here at Westmorland State Park. Jeez, that's a mouthful. A little convoluted driving in, but you saw that on the drive-in part. We got a big old camper he just pulled in. But this is our site. I'm gonna walk y'all out here and turning around. That's the Rockwood Roo. We're tucked in this site right here. This one, B29, and the one next to us I guess might be 27. These are some shady campsites. Awesomeness with trees. I put on my gizmo here before we put the bed end up. I climbed up on the end of the bunk from my pickup truck. That way I was able to secure all the way across the top, and I have a couple heavy duty ones right here on the end. And this is a partial hookup site. We got water and electricity over here, and it's pretty nice wide, but on the awning side I don't think we can put our awning out all the way, but the way this campsite is particular, our sitting area is in the back. Now if it happens to rain and the wind is cooperating and not too bad, we'll go put the awning out maybe to the tree, and that'll give us a pretty nice little walkway right through here. But the camper's 8 foot, so maybe it's 5 or 6 foot to that tree. Then we walk on back and we get to the gravel pad right here. So a tent, or like us, we backed up it. And Atlas don't like things in hand, and I got myself a stick in my hand. I don't know what they did to him, where it come from. They must have prodded him in with sticks or something. He does not like things in hand at all, so excuse his behavior.
He's learning.
He's learning. He's a work. But there he is. He's kind of like, what is he? He's talking. He's not approaching. I'm kind of cool with it. Oh, I guess he's all right. I guess I relax now. Fire pit's right over here next to Sandy. We got our little placemat out. Picnic table over here. And let's turn around back this way. Mother's Day is Sunday. I give one of my boys and his wife a free day pass for any state park in Virginia. They're like 5 miles down the road from here. And then my other son, we have another parking pass, so he could get in here and not have to worry about it either. Now, I was reading on a roof forum about this bunk door, and I came out and got the camper ready. I haven't switched it over yet. I said that makes a whole lot of sense. If you take this, which is a stationary bracket right here, and flip it, the holders upside down, and drop it to below the bumper level, you will be able to open this bunk fully, because these will be out of the way. Whoever said that, thank you. Great idea. I just haven't done it yet. Walking up to the camp store. It's not open yet. There's a car out here. I'm going to check the hours while we're here. Oh, let's see. Through Memorial Day. Monday to Thursday, stop by the visitor center. Friday it opens up at 2 to 6 and 9 to 5 and 9 to 1 on Sunday. First stop is Helen Taylor Murphy Hall, which is behind me. It says it's a point of interest. I've been in that building one other time. It was before camping season. Had some inmate work crews down here cleaning up the park, and that was probably 20 years ago, because both those prisons are shut down, or at least one of, yeah, both of them are now. One of them was a field unit, the other one was a detention center. Okay, this is who the hall is named after for their work. Discovery Center. Across the street, we got a little pollinator garden. It says a monarch butterfly waste station. And that's a little garden for the butterflies. But the Discovery Center is open, so we will go in there. Sandy's reading the bulletin board. And in back of it, there's tables, so they might be having some programs out here. We are now in the Discovery Center. Gonna take a little walk around real quick. It's decorated up all nice and pretty. You got information packets and all the stuff you could run into, I guess, while you're here. Furs, different animals. We got plaster, impressions of feet, just like a turkey, and deers.
You were acting crazy today.
Acting crazy. Then we got the owls. We saw this one, gray horned owl, down at Machicomoco State Park last week, or the week before last. And they got a little mock-up on the tray here. And one of the big fish attractions, the striped bass. Striped bass. That's Potomac thing and Rappahannock and most Virginia waters. Oh, what we got up here? We got a mock-up of a osprey nest. Let's get y'all some information. It's an osprey bird nest. And we walk over here and look at the butterflies. Right here, different types of butterflies. Oh, we might have seen a monarch down in Machicomoco.
We did.
Just like that, except it was a little smaller. And the turtles. Owl. And turkey. And a fox. Yeah. I'll read bulletin board.
Great.
Sandy's going inside, so I got the dog. And like I was telling yesterday, this is a historic landmark. It's one of the 6 original state parks in Virginia. And that is the Potomac River from the Visitor Center. Pretty cool. And let's look and see what the calendar has to say. 6 through 12. Let's see, May 11th, they got a Fossil Beach. Happy Mother's Day on the 12th. Welcome fire tonight at 7:30. 1 p.m. at Animal Investigations. I had to look into that. Alright, so we're going to go into the center slash gift shop. That's the word I was looking for. Morning, and there's the Ranger. We got some ice cream, yum, sodas, coffee mugs is always good, as much of that as I drink. Come here, dog. Oh, they might be doing a program in here. What we got over in the cage? Do not tap on the glass. You'll scare our snake friends. Where's he at? In there somewhere. Oh, there he is, right there. He's hiding. And then what we got here? We got some turtles. Oh, them big boys right there. Look at that. Jenica and Venus. They got it going on. They got a whole habitat for just themselves. And it's all for the two turtles. They got a beach, a heat lamp. They got it going on. Turtles living a life of luxury. Westmorland State Park map. With John Smith's travels. Okay, cool. Then we got different pictures, big color pictures. Ospreys, these are local birds. You'll see ospreys and eagles. So I'm gonna walk on this side, see if we see something else. Maybe better. Is there another snake over here somewhere? I don't know, I don't see him. Don't see him down there. But there's got to be one in there. He probably buried. Oh, there he is, right there. He is hiding. He has buried himself. He is right there. Buried himself under his stuff. That's what I thought it was. That was a corn snake. What a corn snake looks like. And we got king snake on this side. Stevie Nicks. Alright, we are about done in the visitor center, which is right here. Went to the Discovery Center. Next up, Big Meadow Trail. Being we're on the Potomac, summer of war 1812, a lot of it was traveled through here. And this is called the Star Spangled Banner National Historic Trail. And here's a map. Sam's going to take a picture of it with the big camera, but there were some raids, 1812, 1814, of some of the houses right along the Potomac River here, all the way up to D.C., of course. Alright, we're here at the trailhead at the Fossil Beach, 0.6 miles, so overall it'd be a little over like 1.2 miles. Visitor Center is right there, and now this is the trailhead to Fossil Beach. There's the park, different trails in the park right here. Difficulty, bikes, people, or just hiking. Rock Springs Pond, you got bikers, hikers, and handicap accessible. The other 6 trails are hiking only. Atlas, he was already up on a bed sleeping. That first big boom of the thunder, he picks his head up like this and then says, huh, right back down, his head goes. Thunderstorm didn't bother him at all. Call him.
Atlas, come. Good boy.
Sandy calls him.
Good.
Then he's supposed to sit.
Mm-hmm. That star mark color makes him itch because he's not accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Then he says, chop, 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 chop.
Yep. Yeah, I know. It's rough on the trail, isn't it? Eating granola. Come on.
We're getting down towards the river now. The wetlands are showing up. We're about down at the bottom of the hill. We got some marshy areas over here and got some nice yellow flowers. And we have our first cliff at Westmorland in sight. This park has a very steep gradient when it gets down to the river. This is not the only kind of cliff in the park. We're gonna stay on for a minute while we walk this. I hear the water. Now we introduced Atlas to the ocean at First Landing State Park. This is brackish water, which means it's a combination of salt and fresh at this point in time. And bull sharks, if you didn't know, they breed in freshwater, I believe, and then go out to the ocean, but they can function in both little fresh and salt. Here we are at the beach. Fossil Beach closes at dusk. Climbing on the cliffs is prohibited, so stay off of them. Alright, it's a little rough. We'll see how Mr. Atlas reacts to roughness. We got a sensitive area, don't go past here, but as you can see, this is where Westmorland State Park meets the Potomac, and you can see how steep the cliffs are on that side. That's Maryland across the river there, and another steep cliff on that side, and people looking for shark's teeth. That's what Fossil Beach is all about, finding shark's teeth. Some people come fully equipped like them. We're just here, but they'll bring sifter and a bucket and dig up a little bit and sift through it and find shark's teeth. They almost took a hitter. Atlas says, I got my own shoes. What is that? That's water on my paws.
That smells familiar. It does smell like ocean.
Oh, he's a happy boy. He likes the beach. There we go. We got some header action going. He loves it. Look at him tearing up the dirt.
I know.
I think he was.
When we walked on the beach that day at First Landing, he likes the soft sand, but not the dry sand. He loves it.
He's all wrapped up and then got himself coiled up.
That day I had his harness on, and she like, it was hard to get all the sand out of the handles.
He went head over, butt over head.
He loves it. That's the water dog in me. I gotta have some sand.
Oh, that is hilarious. Face first, plowing. This trail is rated easy, but right before you get to the river, you got a big downward grade, and now you got to climb back up it. Still got a couple hours for the camp store opens, but the little store outside the park had it pretty good. They had firewood, fishing stuff, camping stuff, and
They serve lunch and breakfast. They had like good little gig going. I'm trying to remember what the name of this little gas station deli.
right outside the park. Then we're going down to Loop A, Campground Loop A. Fires permissible, got an attendant on duty. Keep right. Drive through right there. Drive through right there. All these campgrounds. Hey, you got some big pull-through sites. So far, I haven't seen one that's not been pulled through on the A side. Now, ours was a back end side. I got standard sites ahead and electric on water to the left there. So, bathhouse on the right. trash dumpster here. These tent sites, got tent pads. The pea gravel tent pad style. Park looks like it's going to have plenty of people in it for Mother's Day. And there's central water right there for all this whole little loop. You got to kind of pack something that you can carry water in. Now we're going back out. Look like a little cabins of some sort right there. 27. So we're going to the right. Big old puppy dog. Big old puppy. These are some back end sites for back into campers. Water and electric here. Now these are back end sites. These are not pull through sites here. So it looks like half of A loop is pull-throughs, half the other side for campers is back ends, and there's tenting at the very end of the loop with a central water spigot for that area. Alright, so now that's campground A loop. So now we're going to head on back over to B loop. Right here to my right is the trailhead for the Rock Spring Trail. This guy's got a sign that says, "Beware the dog," and the cat sketchy too. That's pretty funny. Now this is B loop, freshly renovated, all new pads, all new groove pits, water and electric. Pull through sites on the middle section, some pull through sites on the right side of us as we go through. Chili Camp Host, I believe is what that sign is for, but I don't see a Camp Host over here. Maybe they don't have one yet. They got camping in the middle. Here, we got a pull-through site on my right, and then these are pull-through sites, but they got some tent campers in the loop. But all these sites got name. I've seen one open one so far. All got name tags on them for the weekend. 513. Quite a few of them leave. 511. So I imagine about 4 o'clock this afternoon, this place is going to be camping wall to wall, people coming in. That one's closed, got a thing on each end, a cone in each end of it. There's that big old black dog I seen the other day, and it's a nice group of campers. We ran into them down at Fossil Beach earlier. Let's see, my camper is down in this direction. We're going to have company because all this whole little loop that we're in right here, every one of them's got a name tag on it. Alright, well, see y'all at the camp store. Alright, I'm back. Headed into the camp store now. It's open 2 to 6 today, 9 to 5 Saturday, and 9 to 1 Sunday. Let's go on in and see what they got. Sandy beat me in here already. Howdy. Alright. Got ice cream. Camp essentials. Graham crackers and marshmallows. Hershey bars. Everything you need for a good s'mores. That's what I'm talking about. There's Sandy. We got Albert. T-shirts. Walking sticks. Storybooks. Christmas decorations. Camping info. What we got over here? More patches. They have all these patches over.
Just another side. So I was kind of torn between. I like the fox, I like the pier one, and I like the butterfly. So that was kind of a difficult choice.
Alright, well, that's the camp store. Let y'all go for now. Wasn't too bad though. Well, that was the camp store. It was pretty good. I bought a few bundles of wood. Try to hide them so they don't get wet in case it decides to storm. So I'm going to go over here and pick these up, get them on my truck, and then we're going to go to the little store outside the park. Alright, later. Well, not everything, just a few things. Alright. This is Adventures with PC Wabash, and it's Animal Investigation, and I have Ranger Luna.
Yep.
We're going to look at some stuff.
So right now we're going to do teeth. We're going to start with teeth. You know, incisors and molars and whatnot. So right here, usually when you have carnivorous animals, you have more so canines.
Right.
And even omnivores will sometimes have canines. So deer, though they don't have any canines, they do have molars, and they are still opportunistic. So if you have like a bird on the ground or whatever it may be, the deer will eat that bird. I've seen videos of it. It's pretty impressive. But some things, like you have incisors to bite into things. Like, let's see, these little guys. We have them on the front of our teeth. So this would be,
What is that?
this has a number.
Raccoon.
7. Yep, 7 is a raccoon.
I called that one.
And that's because we have their molars, we have their canines, and their incisors right here. Yeah, so that's a good rule of thumb to follow, but it's not the case all the time. Like I said, with the deer, it's a little bit different. And now let's move to beaks. So we have beaks right here. So birds of prey typically have this little puncture, this little curve to their end of their beak, so they can rip into flesh. This one right here is an eagle, I believe. I think this one is an eagle. So they would bite into fish, they bite into anything they're hunting. Whereas you have something, do we have anything else that is not birds? But we do not have any. So if you find a bird without that little curve to the end of it, it's typically straighter, and that's in order so they can get into picking things out like seeds or whatever you have. We're going to move over to feet. Obviously, if you find this in the soil, it's not going to be a dog, it's not going to be a cat, it's going to be a bird. And most likely a bird of prey because of their little claws that they have, their talons. We do have an osprey up top.
Well, I saw him earlier.
You saw the osprey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this osprey, we do have a skull for it over there, but you can see the talons and how they're there to grip. And fun fact about osprey is they're the only bird known to turn their fish towards the direction in which they're flying, so they can be aerodynamic.
They're smart.
Yeah, they're smart. Back over here to the prints. If you find something like this I believe is a raccoon, yeah. So raccoons have opposable thumbs. This helps them grab things, and animals that don't grab things will just trot along and use their feet for normal things like walking. You have hooves. And yeah, in order to tell, so Artiodactyla, I believe, is the official name for hooved animals. Things like sheep, cows, deer.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, this is Adventures and I'm back. We just were driving around wasting a few minutes before the welcome campfire. So we're going to cruise down here through Campsite C and see what that has, Campsite C. And this is the third of the camping loops. It might be a little dark. We've seen Mama Deer and her itty bitty baby wasn't no bigger than Atlas. And now we just saw about 5 more in the field. So we're just going to take a quick ride through here, and then it'll be almost time for the welcome campfire. A side was a little tight once you got down into just the water area. But let's see what this side. So far so good up at this end. Looks like tents and tents. Yes, this looks like all tent camping so far. I just see pads back there. Park and then a little walkway to a pad. So all this is camping. Tent camping, I believe. I haven't seen
Buddy
any.
site there.
Yeah, we got a big buddy site next to us. I think it holds 29 people.
And I think there's about 29 people
and
there.
It's jam-packed.
At least 7 cars there.
But Camp Loop B looks pretty nice. Don't it?
I like it. It's nice. A little space, like ours, a little spaced out.
Yeah.
Not so crowded. And Campsite A, that was really narrow.
And all these, a lot of these guys.
A lot of people
tags.
parking in the street and that kind of thing. Look like could be a group camp down in there, I'm not sure. Yeah, that is.
A big nice bathhouse up here.
I think that's another group site. Could be a group of people in there because.
That's a group site.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, that's a group site parking.
Yeah. And then we got the Pomeranian. Down in the wild time.
I think that might be a terrier. I don't know. Might be a terrier.
Pretty nice back here, though, ain't it?
Yeah, nice.
This has got more room than Camp Loop A.
Yeah, a lot more.
Jeez.
Camp Loop A was it was like the apartment complex of campgrounds. It was right on top of each other.
I could bring my camper down here and just fill up my water tank and be good. Have enough to do dishes and make coffee. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty nice right in here. It's definitely very nice.
But Loop B, where we're at, they're all electric water hookups.
Yeah.
So they renovated last
RV.
year, and it's made for RVs, so it's really nice. I forget how many campsites. We're at 28, so I know there's more than that. So.
But this loop looks like it's strictly tent camping in Loop C. I haven't seen anything but tents.
Or at least no electrical water hookup.
That was cool. Tent shoes in rough shape. This is Adventures with PC Wabash, and we had to welcome campfire. Two things PC don't miss. He don't miss no outcrows, and he don't miss no welcome campfires. Because that's what I come to State Park for, to participate in stuff. Atlas just showed up. Better late than never.
He didn't want to get out of the truck. He likes to ride.
We got our Ranger Luna. She's building a fire. Then I guess we just sit and chill. So bring it back when the fire starts. We got a lot of fires in the campsite and a lot of kids, but I don't know how many is coming.
Probably not many. Every once in a while we get kids bringing s'mores and whatnot.
Ah, that's what they did down at the Rangers down at First Landing. Had brought s'mores.
S'mores, yeah.
They brought the
and,
s'mores.
And a trivia game. And
Yeah.
Trivia game?
Yeah.
Alright, welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash. And we're getting ready to go on another hike. It's almost 10 o'clock and breakfast. So we're actually going to try to do 2 trails at the same time. So here's the plan, well actually parts of 3 trails. Let's see, we're in Campground Loop B right here. We're going to go up here to the Rock Spring Pond Trailhead, which is right here. But we're going to cut across the road and go down the Conservation Corps Fitness Trail, get down to the Lower Point Springs head right here. Then we're going to take the Lower Point Trail down to Rock Springs Pond. Then we're going to come up Rock Springs Pond back to its trailhead, and that puts us back in our camping loop. So alright, we're on the Conservation Corps Trail right now, and it runs parallel to the main road. We're going to walk down here till we intercept the next trail, then head on down to the next trail. So we're doing 1 full trail and 3 partial loops of 2 different trails. Alright, we're going across this old bridge. Goes over this washout gully in case it overflows. Looks a little sketch, but we made it. Whew. Thought there might have been one of them trolls under that thing or something. Whew. We made it. Alright, we just completed the partial hike at the Conservation Trail on this side of the road. They have little pieces of exercise equipment while you're walking that one. And now we've crossed over the road up at the intersection of Loop C campground, and we're coming up on the next part of the hike, which will be Lower Point Trail. This trail is classified as moderate, so it's probably got some ups and downs, but we'll find out. I know it's got a whole lot more routes than the Conservation Trail already. I can see that. We're doing an uphill grade right now. So, but it's nice walking. It's sandy. Okay, catching at the next one. Let's see the name of this thing is Rock Springs Pond. Alright, we have found Rock Springs Pond. This is the far end of it, and then it goes up in here a little ways more, and then we turn back up towards our campsite B-loop. We saw some deer tracks right here. Right there, some deer tracks. They walk the trail at nighttime. Alright, we have intersected Rock Springs Pond Trail. Pond is over to here. We're going to walk over here for a minute, and there we go. Oh, and it has a spillway over here. And the Lower Point Trail comes in right here to the dam. Huh? There we go.
Turtle Pond for sure.
This is all fresh water, so you need a freshwater license.
How deep up in this is?
And then the overflow spillway is right there. Pretty cool. Well, the trail from the campground leading down to the pond so far has all been paved. So I guess if you got a boat or a kayak and some wheels, you could actually roll it down here if you feel like dragging it back up the hill when you're done.
Or a cart.
Or a cart, yeah, for your fishing gear. But I can see why this one's easy. There's no roots to navigate. Has green fern to the right of the trail with a creek running down through the middle of it. He sees his stop. Atlas is a bench dog. Every trail we've been on, if he sees a bench, he automatically goes to that bench and sits down and waits for his water to come to his face. Ain't quite dawned on him yet. He's just walking. Uh-oh, he done picked up, he done kicked in another gear. He says, "It's my bench, it's my bench. I get a break." Right to it. Pulled me right to the bench. There you go. And let's see, yep, it's water time. Just got a little bit, but that sitting on the bench, he said it's time. Sitting on the bench, he said time for a water break. Alright, come. Alright, we're back at the camp. Sandy's Fitbit said we did 2.98 miles on that hike. Atlas, he's all secured with his camp leash on. Next stop, snake feeding at 1 o'clock. But I just read the sign over there. It says snake feeding, and might be some red slider turtle feeding too. So that is at 1 o'clock. So we got about an hour, 15 minutes. We'll see you then. A whole lot more crowded than it was yesterday. There's a picnic area up next to the water. Everybody's in here for daytime use. It's Saturday. This is to the boat ramp, so you bypass the big parking lot and drive down to the boat ramp. need a saltwater permit to fish here because we're below the 301 bridge at this point, and that's the saltwater cutoff on the Potomac. Alright, so we're going to head up to the store. I'll probably pick up another bundle or two of wood. PC oil basket and Ranger going into the snake tank for feeding. So let's check it out.
Alright, so my name is Ranger. I'm surfer here at Westmorland. And today we're going to feed two snakes. We've got Reva McIntyre, she's a little red-headed regular to the corn snake. She's very gentle, and that being said, she kind of moves up to the mouse, and I'm going to be honest about that. Every once in a while I can get her to strike at it, but I've sat here for a half hour just waiting for her to dismount. So, if she doesn't eat within 5 minutes, I'm going to put it on top of her. I see her, yes, she's coming out. I'm going to put her mouse on top of her home and let it sit there for a bit while we go over and feed Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks is a king snake, and she's not so gentle. So, let's get this started. I'm going to come over on this side so you can see her.
I see the one.
Like I said, Reva is very gentle, very docile. Here, come over here, Cass.
Albino.
Usually I know the big, you don't like.
I
She always is on.
miss that mouse. It's coming.
It takes her a minute.
She's very long. Eat it. Eat it. No, eat it. Eat the thing. Eat the thing. When is he gonna eat it?
I don't know.
Just eat it. It's coming. What's his name?
This is Reva.
I've seen someone feed one of these snakes.
She's very picky and she's shy. Tell her it's mac and cheese. Sometimes I'll take her out and I'll sit her on that couch over there and she'll go between the cushions and whatnot.
She's backing up. Eat the mouse. Just eat the mouse. Why is she not eating it?
She's not shy.
No, please. Oh, she's coming. She's coming. Come on. What is your teeth full of it? No, the finger the snake open. Eat it, mister. Eat it. Eat it, mister.
It's a mess.
Yeah. Eat it, Mrs. Font. Come on, eat it, Mrs. Snake. Yeah, eat it, Mrs. I like when the gate opens, she's gonna come out.
I have to kind of navigate through this because she will try to get out.
Yeah, she wants to get out. Or she's gonna get yeah. Or she's trying to get out. Yeah, but she's trying to get out. She's trying to eat it. Miss, stop. What? Oh, yes. I
She
saw
was a constrictor. She does not bite to kill, she gives it a hug. And right now she thinks she's squeezing it to death. And it's the highlight of her week, so I kind of give her a run for her money. Let her sit here for a little bit. This is a mouse, but in the summertime, this is a little bit of a rat. Basically, 3 times the size of that mouse.
The king's neck. There is a buzzard. Alright, well, we're outside on the back side of the visitor center. Got the snakes fed. Kids getting a little rambunctious in there. But it's been overcast for the last 2 days. But I said, well, let's go out this way and go back to the truck, because it is a beautiful view. Check it out. Got clouds, a nice line of clouds overlooking the Potomac River. And we're on the cliffs above it, because Westmorland State Park sits, I think one person I heard said, about 120 feet above the river, because there's steep cliffs. As soon as you get past that fence, it's quite a bit of erosion on the downhill side. They said this building behind us actually has about 15 years left before erosion gets too bad and they'll have to either move it or build another building. Yeah, that's alright. No, that ain't alright. That's what I thought it was. That says I like rolling around. Alright. Go probably get another bundle of wood. Have a fire most of the day today. It's cool enough at the campsite in the shade that it's almost chilly. Maybe I'll buy 2 bundles. Alright, later. Well, that was cool. Getting campsite a little set up because it's Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day. I went and got 2 more bundles of wood because it's going to be a 4 bundle of wood day. Got the Blackstone in the back, so let's go for a little walk. Blackstone all ready to go. Fire pit ready, dog's bed ready. So we'll take this up again later. We're on our last night here at Westmorland State Park. It is Mother's Day. Here's the mother.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
And we are having burgers.
And sausage.
Sausage over here, around on this side. And fresh veggies all grilled up here on the Blackstone. My son should be on the way. He's just down the road a little ways. We got Atlas. He's on his bed. Say, hey, everybody. And we got a fire in the pit. Only.
Yeah, we brought it.
Yeah, 'cause we got plenty of poles. But there's Scarlett. She's here. And the buddy.
We can probably put it on the picnic table right there if you want. Flip it to that. That way they're not propped up so they. What's up, man? Anything else today?
Huh?
Water here after
Fire going.
Yeah, it was humming a little this morning. But
the humming is, I don't think is an issue.
There's
So kissing or whistling.
Scarlett,
Kissing means you got
Ben,
whistling means it's getting overheated.
Sandy cooking. Lexi getting Scarlett's leash so we can get her secured up. Back to the house tomorrow. So we're burning up some fire. Mother's Day. We got Atlas over here chilling. Sandy chilling. Scarlett whining. Good fire. Had some good food. So it was a good Mother's Day.
Yep.
Westmorland, the B loop, which was renovated, it's pretty nice. All good hookup. Let's see what else. The new bathhouse, that was pretty good. Okay, well, that's about it. We're gonna burn up some wood, call it a wrap, pack this thing up, and go on to our next destination, which will be a cowboy match. Going home for 2 days, and then we're going to Thunder in the Brush. So I'll see you at the cowboy match. Later.